objectives tonight is how do we craft an allocation that can weather these storms, keep you in the game, and set rules and systems to where you'll know what to do when the market goes up and then when the market goes down. Because here's the other side of that equation in terms of this chart. It just shows you the frequency in which these declines happen. So, bear markets, which are declines of 20% or less, typically happen about every 3.5 years, but we hadn't seen one since the decline of 2009. We almost got there in 2018. Towards the end, we were down about 18%, and then we came roaring back. But remember what happened in 2018. Markets went down, and they went down in a hurry, and everybody said, okay, run for cover. This is it. This is the correction that we've all been looking for. And people band together, and they start having that conversation. There's mountains and mountains of evidence about what's around the corner, and you absolutely think it's a truck. But then what happened in 2019? I mean, the market was incredible. It just took off, and it rallied, and it was up 30+%. And it really caught the market timers by surprise. And then we went into 2020, and it really set itself up for some really amazing things. And then we got hit with COVID. We got hit with something that we couldn't even see. And that's really, that's the forecasting element. How do we get there? And what, Warren Buffett says, and I got quotes littered throughout the program about Warren, he basically says you can't forecast. They never forecast. So if the smartest guy on the planet doesn't forecast, who is it for me? And who is it for you to try to forecast? So what's the enemy? The enemy is emotion. The enemy is you getting in fear or greed and making decisions based on that particular emotion. Let's look at this. This is the recent events, and this is what happened. You see how fast it went? The market was phenomenal, and then all of a sudden COVID hit, and within a very, very short period of time, we were down 34%. And because it was different, is it different or is it the same? And I would argue it's the same. The event is different, but the way that we handle crisis is the same. There's a weakness that happens inside the economy. And whatever happens in the particular sector, the government recognizes that, it lowers interest rates, and then it provides stimulus to the economy to get it going again. And because we just have this unlimited printing press, that's what we do. We backstop business, we backstop industry. That's what happened in the 08-09 era, and that's exactly what happened with COVID. That's one of the reasons, you try to speculate about why we've recovered is because the government has basically said, look, listen, we will turn on the printing press at a level that's somewhat unprecedented, whereby we will make sure that we come out of this crisis, and then right after that, we've got a global cooperation trying to get us to a vaccine. So that's why the market's up, because it's like it's not as bad as we really thought it was.